Hello, friends and peace warriors. Namaste. I'm Lonnie. I bring in messages from the guides and angels, higher dimensional beings that are guiding you and me, and messages that they feel like would be good for us to hear at this time. And they'll give me a word and they'll kind of show me a download of what that means, and then they'll have me pull a card to expand upon it, to open our mind up to new possibilities and new ways to think. So the word that they gave today is fortified. So what they showed me, and they'll show me in like pictures and words, they showed me kind of like, first off, they showed me like a cereal box, and like how a fortified cereal, like food, will fortify us and strengthen us, and how like mind, body, and spirit is important in the part of fortified, is that to think of all three of those things. So they're talking about, we're always think about our body and how to fortify our body, and then our mind, how to fortify and strengthen our mind is always learning new things. Like go down the pathway of the things that excite you, like what you're interested in, dig deep, and like what can you learn about it and why are you interested in those things? What does that going to reveal to you, and what does that matter in your life for your life's purpose? So there's body and mind, and the third part is spirit. And they say often we don't fortify our spirit enough, and especially in the transition of us raising our frequency and moving on and evolving, that is an important part. I mean, we've learned a lot about fortifying our body and our mind in the last centuries, but spirit's kind of been a painful thing, because when we think of spirit, some of us have drama and trauma when it comes to religions and dogmas, and and being judged by people that think that their way of thinking is the only and the right way. So like we feel like that is a pain, they said, when it comes to humankind and the human collective, and that there is more to learn about spirit, and for us to evolve, that fortifying that portion of the trinity is really important right now. And to fortifying our spirit, it can be whatever works for you, so you can kind of feel into that. Like, so definitely quiet time is what they're saying, is like internal time, like time to meditate, time to pray, time to walk in the forest, time to swim laps, time to just, be by yourself, go on a Zen road trip. That is like fortifying the spirit. And then like expanding upon that, and like what else is there things that would help you learn or grow when it comes to the spiritual side? Do you want to learn a new skill, or grow your skill, grow your intuition, grow your energy healing, grow your connection with others, grow your consulting business, consultation in the ways when it comes to spirit, so they're showing me that neither the body or the mind is quite strong enough, but they're showing me like middle range, like they're showing me a scale, and the mind and the body were like here, but spirit we're like whew, we have a ways to go. And just to get to that middle ground, they often say that that once humankind gets to the 51% of evolved, of service to others, of good, that will tip the scale and change the world. And that's kind of what we're all trying to do, right? We're trying to change ourselves, and we're trying to change the world. So in changing ourselves, it is important to remember that spirit side of the Trinity. So fortify your spirit along with don't forget your body, don't forget your mind, but definitely fortify your spirit. So fortified. And then another message they told me as I'm shuffling the oracle cards is that there's there's always room to grow. There's always room to grow when you fortify and strengthen your body. There's always room to grow to strengthen your knowledge for your mind. There's always room to grow to fortify your spirit. So everyone at every position of those things, can be working on that. And what I call, somebody that's focused on working on improving themselves, self-empowerment, changing the world, changing themselves, is on a dragon's path. And you like overcome your desires, your things that don't serve you. So your addictions. A dragon's path is somebody that has very strong will. And I think that in relation to fortifying the mind and the body and the spirit, like being on the dragon's path, if that's something that you're totally focused on, and like, I can't help change others and I can't help change the world until I feel like I am in a place that's fortified, using the dragon's path as a way to do that, and balancing those three, the trilogy of mind, body, spirit, and give your fortification fortify a strength rating, and like, where can I go from here? Everyone can look at where they can go from here. Okay, they're telling me these two cards here. Okay, sometimes they'll tell me to pull one card. This is spirit talking to me. Sometimes they'll say pull a tarot card. They bring out a pendulum. So they had me pull two, the Milo Farm cards. And Milo Farm is mindful, intentional living in oneness here in this community. So, okay. How funny. Okay, so I'm going to show them the order they want me to show them, but I'm excited about them. So hippie trailer, and the message on this one is creativity. So we'll get to that. This one, funny enough, we talked about the dragon's path and how that is like, self-empowerment, and that's an important, to really become self-empowered, you have to be on the dragon's path, and you have to be focused on being fortified. So the dragon's den is power. So, okay, so the reason that they had these two come out together is that to use creativity in our power, that there is no set plan, there's no worksheet, workbook, schooling, no for that fits everybody. That you need to be creative in what is strengthening yourself and being fortified with your spirit side mean to you. Is it being creative and painting? Is it skiing a double black diamond? Is it jumping out of a plane? Is it meditating for 3 hours in a day? Be creative with that, and that will come to you. They said ask your guides and angels, and how to fortify your spirit will be guided to you when you ask them, and that will step you into your power. Oh, wow. Okay, so we all want to step into our power, and they said that you must have balance. Again, they're showing me a scale, and you must have a balance in the mind and the body and the spirit, amongst those three, and in each one of those quadrants, the power, so yeah, so to make you to be on the dragon's path and become the most you can be, and use the most power, to gain the most power, that your this being fortifying, that is very important. So fortifying your spirit side will help you in your power, and having all three of those things equal, and in a good place. So they're just saying, like, so if you are fortified say, let's go backwards. You're fortified in your spirit, you're strengthened in your mind, but your body is weak because you're feeding it Cheetos every day. That your ultimate power won't come about if you're in that kind of position. So try to balance all of that out. And that being on the dragon's path is like very admirable. They said very admirable. So not that we all need to be on a dragon's path and try to like be so focused on self-empowerment, but like taking care of yourself is important. And really, if we're on a mission to make ourselves better and the world better, these are things to think about, very important things to think about. the fortification of mind and body and spirit. Lovely. Lovely. Again, the guides and angels always come through with a good message. And, you know, I often, like, after I do these videos, I think about, you know, wow, what does that mean to me? You know, what do I need to do? Where do I need to balance? Anyway, so I love their messages. I love their messages, and I love you, and thank you for watching. And so let's make this world a better, beautiful place, right? We're in it together, right? More power to us. Namaste. Have a good day.